This is Plant-Based Briefing, How to Fully Veganize Your Business from SandraNomoto.com. And I'm your host, Marian Erickson, and this is the curated content plant-based podcast for those interested in plant-based and vegan topics in about 10 minutes or less every weekday. Today's post is from Sandra Nomoto, known as the Content Doctor. She's a content writer and editor for ethical and cruelty-free businesses, and she's a copy editor, ghostwriter, and book formatter for authors. At age 25, she founded Conscious Public Relations, an award-winning public relations agency that focused on telling the stories of purpose-driven businesses. She authored The Only Public Relations Guide You'll Ever Need in 2019, and she blogs on vegan lifestyles at sandranomoto.com. So now let's get to today's plant-based briefing. How to Fully Veganize Your Business from sandranomoto.com. If you think you already run a vegan business, think again. I won't say you have more work to do, but that's what I thought to myself when I listened to episode 15 of the Vegan Business Tribe podcast, which aired February 16th of this year. I've never been so excited to take notes from a podcast episode, but Vegan Business Tribe's David Pinnell is brilliant, so I decided to make a blog for y'all in case you'd rather read some major points instead of listening to the pod episode. It's not a big deal if you make a personal mistake, but if you claim to be a vegan business but are still unintentionally using animal byproducts, you don't want to be caught in the act publicly by a customer. If you are, apologize for the mistake and correct it. So, let's go a step further than removing the meat, eggs, and dairy from your biz. Wine. A lot of wine is filtered with animal products as fining agents or to improve flavor, appearance, or the smell of wine. These ingredients include dairy, fish oil, gelatin, bone marrow, casein or milk protein, dried albumin or egg whites, isinglass or fish bladder, chitin or fiber from crustacean shells, or protease, trypsin or pepsin from bovine or porcine pancreas. And they aren't required to be on labels in the USA or European Union. More winemakers are discovering ways to produce wine without these products, so be sure to buy a vegan wine for your next in-person office party or set of client gifts. Americans can already buy from veganwines.com. Veggie will be able to ship their wines to Canada soon. Carbonated drinks. Do you sell soft drinks in your restaurant? Lilt, owned by Coca-Cola UK, contains fish gelatin. Fanta's dyes are tested on animals. Diet Pepsi says it's not suitable for vegans but doesn't list the ingredient on their label. My guess it's either or both a dye and refining agent like the ones I listed above for wine. I am so glad I'm drinking iced teas again. If you know of or have a full list of beverage brands that aren't fully vegan, let me know and I'll add or link them here. Candy. The name jelly beans comes from, you guessed it, gelatin. Lots of pink and red-colored candy is made from the cochineal insect, also on labels as carmine, carminic acid, natural red 4, or E120. So again, hold off on buying bulk for the office or as party favors unless you know the candy's vegan. I'm a sucker for Canadian-born smart sweets myself. Sugar. Are you a proud vegan baker using sugar? Yes, sugar is vegan, but the refining or whitening process of white, brown, and powdered sugar uses bone char from cattle or pigs. So you want to be using unrefined or raw sugar or another type of sugar instead. If you aren't sure whether your supplier uses bones, ask. Dextrose. Dextrose is a type of sugar made from corn. Cultured dextrose combines dextrose with Propionibacterium frutarici, a bacteria found in dairy. Lanolin. Lanolin is derived from wool-bearing animals and is commonly used to produce vitamins B and D3. Lanolin oil makes its way into beauty products too, so look out for it. If you're like me and you get itchy from wearing wool sweaters, if you unintentionally ingest lanolin, you can get a serious allergic reaction or even poisoning. I'm so appalled that this is even a thing that makes its way into food and supplements that are supposed to be good for you. That shiny fruit. Why would a grocer label an apple 100% vegan? It seems preposterous, but the shiny coating you see on fruit at the large grocery stores is actually beeswax or shellac, a resin made from the female lac bug. Citrus fruits are another popular waxed fruit, so stay away. Ingredient labels. A chocolatier that puts a vegan label on their chocolates because they're using lactose-free milk is still using dairy, so they shouldn't be using the word vegan. Ask what, quote, natural flavor ingredients are, as that could be animal-derived. Europe uses E-codes for ingredients, and other countries have their own codes too. ES42 contains bone phosphorus, E469 contains dairy, and so on. Decode that stuff. Other commonly used ingredients that aren't obvious include aspic, meat gelatin, keratin in feathers, horns, and wool, and tallow, beef or mutton fat. I learned animal byproducts are in so many things it's hard to track or even know what the heck an ingredient is. Start small, keep questioning your suppliers, annoyance works, and make that incremental climb. I have some photos of bowls taken by Carolyn Ross in February at the deli at Urban Fair's Yaletown location, a grocery store in Vancouver. The labels say quote-unquote plant-based, but upon closer look the bowls contain dairy, the Caesar salad, and chicken in the chicken Caesar salad. Caroline reported this to the deli, and shortly after I shared one photo on my social media feed and tagged Urban Fare. They said they would bring it to management, but for all we know, the non-vegan bowls are still there improperly labeled. While it may have been an innocent mistake, mislabeling could have serious consequences if someone is allergic to an ingredient they're assuming is plant-based, not to mention the illnesses you can get from improperly cooked meat. So please, even if you're not a fully plant-based food business yet, take the time to properly label what is vegan. People sue for this kind of stuff in the USA every day. Animal testing. As I talked about in my cruelty-free blog, cruelty-free doesn't mean the same as vegan. Generally, it only means the product hasn't been tested on animals. However, the ingredients may still contain animal products or have been tested on animals. Until animal testing is a thing of the past and/or more people are eating plant-based, you've got to look out for both certifications in this regard, not just the word vegan, and read ingredient labels. If you want to earn the vegan trademark offered by the Vegan Society, the nonprofit that coined the term vegan, you can't be testing your product on animals, which would be a given in my opinion. Big enough to export? Up until recently, China, the second largest beauty market, mandated testing for cosmetics. Chinese authorities have agreed to no longer test non-special use cosmetics imported into China, but only on the condition that manufacturers present a product safety assessment and good manufacturing practice certification, issued and granted by the seller's local government cosmetic authority. France jumped on this, but so far as I know, Canada doesn't have a compliance body. Brands in the USA have also had trouble obtaining these. These non-special use items include makeup, skincare, hair care products, nail polish, perfumes, and toothpaste. The laws also only apply to stores in mainland China, not Hong Kong, Taiwan, Macau, or e-commerce companies. The following special use or ordinary cosmetics still require animal testing in China: hair dyes, hair perming products, sunscreen, whitening products, anti-hair loss products, cosmetics claiming new efficacy, body soap, products marketed to or designed for infants or children, products containing a, quote, new cosmetic ingredient, unquote, and products in which the notifier RP manufacturer is listed as a key supervision target, according to results of the rating system established by the National Medical Products Association in China. While this is a start for animal testing laws in China, it's far from a ban. Read more at ethicalelephant.com. Is sharing kitchens and shelves caring? Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, all the vegans who refuse to buy Beyond Meat burgers at restaurants are right. You can't use the same surface to cook or bake vegan food if it's also used for making meat and dairy. This is especially important for those with allergies or intolerances like lactose. Customers can get sick from raw or improperly cooked meat, too. If you're in the food business and can't afford a kitchen of your own right now, clean surfaces well to avoid cross-contamination and have your food separate from any fridge or shelves containing animal products. Hiring a promotions team to do sampling for you? Make sure staff are changing gloves and utensils. Seems like a given, but still worth stating. GMOs are okay, right? Genetically modified organisms aren't all animal-derived, but if they are, that obviously doesn't count as being a vegan product. Is our office vegan? This one's for the service providers and office stars. Is your furniture, cleaning products, hand soap, printer ink, or lamination glue vegan? What else in your supply chain might be animal-derived? Would you rather use a vegan service provider to do your accounting, design your website, or help with content marketing, photography, or videography? You can find those types of professionals in vegan business networks and directories like my client, VKind. Need a vegan content writer or editor to help you communicate effectively with your audience? Check out my services and contact me. Have I missed any non-vegan items that could sneak their way into your business? Let me know in the comments. If you're interested in getting help to earn the vegan trademark, visit the link or contact David or Lisa at veganbusinesstribe.com. You just listened to How to Fully Veganize Your Business from sandranomoto.com. If you do want to certify your business or product, there is a lot to consider, but organizations like the Vegan Society can help you get there. It's interesting, too, to think about wanting to hire vegan service providers. So if anyone out there needs voiceover services, you can reach me at plantpoweredvo.com and you can hear my work there. I specialize in explainer videos, corporate narration, e-learning, telephone systems, and commercials. I'm your host, Marian Erickson, and thanks for listening.